We have had very little discussion with the government. What they have emphasized is that they will review the contracts, but they are not seeking to negotiate the contracts. And I think that's really important for the country for the long term, because internationally contract sanctity is very important to all oil companies. If we enter into contracts in a country and those are changed down the road, then it's very difficult for us to make commitments on projects that typically have 20, 30-year investment life. So how can we make those investments if we're unsure whether the terms will change? So I do think it's important that everybody understands that sanctity of contract is important to the long-term investment of not just ExxonMobil, but any other investors considering coming to the country. I don't believe that it's more in favor of ExxonMobil than it is for the country. I think our interests are aligned. If the contract was more challenging for us, then to be honest, I don't think in this environment investment dollars would be coming to Guyana currently. It is a global business, and especially in these days where commodity prices have fallen, the investment dollars will flow to where it is competitive. And as I mentioned earlier on in my opening remarks, the Guyana portfolio is one of the better opportunities for us in the ExxonMobil portfolio, but it's not the only one. And indeed, if we don't get the agreement as we're looking for in Payara, the investment money will go elsewhere in ExxonMobil's portfolio. So I just don't want it to be a sense that this is a contract that is so far different from everything else that we could potentially invest in. To the point of, what is the benefit of a review if there's no change? I think one is, first of all, the review informs, so everybody understands really what is in the contract, what are all our obligations, are we all living up to those? But also it identifies, well, what is it that's not in the contract that we can work on together? And I think local content is one of those areas where, while we have made a lot of progress, and including initiatives like the Center for Local Business Development that's done tremendous work and brought 600 local businesses forward, helped them with safety training, understanding the industry, getting involved. There is still much more that can be done. And part of me coming is I have a lot of energy in this space to accelerate this with all of our contractors, subcontractors. How can we accelerate local content so that all Guyanese can feel the benefit of the oil industry as soon as possible? Some of that, a great deal of that will be in the local content. Of course, then when the revenues really start to flow through from the production as these different projects come, then I think everybody will truly see the benefit.